Okay, you guys, grab your tea, grab your snacks, pull up a chair, and lock the doors because the internet is absolutely in shambles today. And honestly, my head is still spinning from the sheer amount of chaos that has dropped onto my timeline over the last 24 hours. Welcome back to the channel. I thought we had reached the absolute peak of this messy situation between Cardi B, Offset, and Stefon Diggs. I really thought we had seen it all. I thought the drama had peaked with the rumors and the club appearances. But I was so wrong. Because today, we are taking things all the way from the gossip blog straight into the courtroom. We are talking about felony charges. We are talking about alleged physical altercations with personal chefs. We are talking about bizarre internet hoaxes involving robots. And if that wasn't enough to make your head spin, a ghost from Cardi B's past has officially re-entered the chat in the loudest, messiest way possible. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Tasha K is back in the headlines, and Cardi B is dragging her right back in front of a judge as we speak. If you thought you knew what was going on behind the scenes of Cardi B's life right now, you better buckle up, because the dark cloud hanging over this entire situation is getting thicker, and the legal documents are exposing everything. We have so much ground to cover, so let's get right into it. Alright, let's start by addressing the massive elephant in the room regarding Cardi B's new man, Stefon Diggs. Because if you think Stefon is sitting back looking like the undisputed winner in this love triangle, you need to think again. Stefon might have secured Cardi, but Stefon Diggs is currently fighting some incredibly dark, serious demons of his own. And this is where the story shifts from regular celebrity gossip to actual, real-world legal jeopardy. While everyone has been focusing on his club appearances with Cardi B, and while the internet has been busy trying to figure out their relationship timeline, a lot of people have completely missed the fact that Stefon Diggs is currently facing felony charges. Let me say that again. Felony charges. Let's pull the files, because the major news outlets and legal reporters are breaking this down, and it is incredibly disturbing. Back in February of 2026, Stefon Diggs was formally arraigned in a Massachusetts courtroom. He pleaded not guilty to felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault and battery. Who is the alleged victim, you ask? It wasn't a random altercation at a club. It wasn't a fight on the football field with another player. The alleged victim in this criminal case is his former personal chef. According to the reports and legal filings surrounding the case, Stefon Diggs got into a massive, violent dispute with his personal chef late last year. The argument was allegedly over unpaid wages. You guys, we are talking about a multi-million-dollar NFL wide receiver allegedly getting into a physical altercation with a woman cooking his meals over money. The chef claims that the argument escalated, and she alleges that Stefon Diggs smacked her and actually attempted to choke her. This isn't just internet gossip. This is an active criminal case. His pre-trial hearing just took place on April 1st, 2026. This is actively happening right now, behind the scenes, while he is out here playing the romantic lead in Cardi B's life. He is quite literally fighting for his freedom and his career. And this brings me to a very serious question that I need to ask you guys, and I want you to sound off in the comments below. What in the world is Cardi B thinking? Cardi B has spent years, literally years, crying on Instagram Live, fighting with her fans, and defending her choices when it comes to Offset's toxic behavior and his constant drama. She finally, allegedly, breaks free of Offset's chaos, files a divorce, and steps out with a new man. But the new man she chooses is currently facing felony strangulation charges against a woman. Is she just trading one chaotic, problematic situation for another? It is giving severe red flags. It is giving out of the frying pan and into the fire. How can you demand peace and privacy, and how can you ask the internet to respect your family when you are actively tying your life to a man who is standing in front of a judge for allegedly choking his chef? The hypocrisy is loud, and the fans are starting to notice. Cardi B is fighting so hard to protect her peace from Offset, but she is inviting a man with active felony assault charges right into her inner circle. Make it make sense. But of course, because we live in the digital age, the internet found a way to take this very serious, very dark legal situation and turn it into an absolute circus. And we have to talk about the robot hoax, because this is one of the wildest PR blunders I have ever seen. If you were on social media right before the Super Bowl this year, you probably saw a headline floating around that made you do a double take. A massive rumor went incredibly viral claiming that Stefon Diggs had been arrested by police for aggravated assault on a robot. I am not making this up. Millions of people were sharing this story across every single platform, making memes, and laughing about Stefon Diggs allegedly fighting a machine. People were making jokes about him taking his anger issues out on artificial intelligence. It was trending everywhere. But here's the crazy part. It was completely fake. It was a 100% fabricated internet hoax created by trolls. Stefon Diggs did not assault a robot. However, the reason that hoax went so viral, and the reason so many people instantly believed it without fact-checking it, is because of his actual, real-life reputation. People believed he fought a robot because they already knew he was facing real assault charges. The hoax backfired in the worst way possible for Stefon's PR team. Because when millions of people went to Google to search Stefon Diggs arrested robot, what do you think they found? They found the real news article from February about him pleading not guilty to felony strangulation of his chef. The internet trolls accidentally forced his very real, very dark criminal case back into the global spotlight right when he was trying to lay low and enjoy his new relationship with Cardi B. You literally cannot write this kind of script. Hollywood screenwriters could not come up with a plot this convoluted if they tried. The internet never forgets, and just when Stefon thought the news cycle had moved on, boom. The robot hoax brings the felony charges right back to the front page. Now, let's take a deep breath. Because if you thought dealing with an estranged husband and a new boyfriend facing felony charges was enough stress for one woman, you don't know Cardi B's life. Because while she is dealing with all of the Stefon Diggs drama, a massive, multi-million-dollar headache has decided to rear its ugly head once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about Tasha K. For those of you who might be new to the channel or have been living under a rock, let me give you a quick refresher on the absolute war between Cardi B and the blogger Tasha K. Years ago, Tasha K went on a YouTube platform and spread some of the most vile, damaging, and completely false rumors about Cardi B. We are talking about allegations of drug use, sexually transmitted diseases, and claims about Cardi's past that were entirely fabricated to get clicks and views. Cardi B did not play around. She didn't just hop on Instagram Live to yell about it. She lawyered up, took Tasha K to federal court, and she won. In 2022, a federal jury found Tasha K liable for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The jury awarded Cardi B roughly $4 million in damages and legal fees. $4 million. Since then, Tasha K has been fighting for her financial life. She filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, trying to reorganize her debts and avoid paying Cardi all that money at once. They eventually went back to court and worked out a payment plan where Tasha is supposed to pay around $1.2 million over 5 years, with payment increasing over time. Tasha claims she is currently paying Cardi B $20,000 a month out of her own pocket. But apparently, $20,000 a month is starting to hurt. Because just last month, in March of 2026, Tasha K did the unthinkable. She launched a GoFundMe campaign, actively begging her supporters and the internet to give her $3.5 million to help pay off the Cardi B judgment. Let me read you exactly what Tasha K put on this GoFundMe page, because the audacity is truly unmatched. She wrote, "For years, many of you have asked me to start a fundraiser to help me pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believed it was my responsibility to handle it on my own. But after many conversations with you all, I'm finally listening. I don't have $3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off." Are we serious right now? You get sued for $4 million for lying on another black woman. You lose the case. You file for bankruptcy, and then you go on the internet and ask your fans to foot the bill? The absolute nerve of this woman. Cardi B's lawyers are watching every single dime that Tasha K makes. They are monitoring her bank accounts, her court filings, everything. But you guys, the GoFundMe was just the appetizer. The real drama, the actual breaking news that has the internet completely on fire today, literally today, April 11th, 2026, is that Cardi B is taking Tasha K back to court. Yes, they are back in the legal trenches. According to brand new legal filings that literally just hit the press today, Cardi B's legal team has filed an urgent request with a judge to impose severe sanctions against Tasha K. Why? Because Tasha K allegedly cannot keep Cardi B's name, or the names of the men in her life, out of her mouth. When Cardi and Tasha settled their bankruptcy payment plan, they signed a strict non-disclosure and confidentiality agreement. Tasha K is legally barred from discussing Cardi B, her family, or making negative statements about her online. It was a gag order to stop the harassment once and for all. But according to Cardi's new court documents, Tasha K has violated this agreement at least 25 times. 25 violations. And guess what Tasha K has been talking about on her podcast? She has been discussing the exact drama we have been talking about on this channel. Cardi's legal team claims that Tasha K has been going on her platform and discussing Stefon Diggs. She has been throwing thinly veiled shade and commentary about Cardi's new relationship. And to make matters worse, she has been talking about Offset. In fact, Cardi's lawyer specifically pointed out that in a very recent post, Tasha K was referencing the horrific shooting incident involving Offset that just happened in Florida. Do you guys see how all of this connects? Cardi B is dealing with Offset getting shot at a casino in Florida. She is dealing with Stefon Diggs fighting felony strangulation charges in Massachusetts. And while she is navigating all of this real-life trauma, Tasha K is sitting behind a microphone, using these tragedies for content, and violating a federal NDA that she signed to save herself from a $4 million judgment. Cardi B's legal filings describe this entire situation as a frustrating cat-and-mouse game. Tasha K will post something slick about Offset or Stefon Diggs. Cardi's legal team will immediately flag it and send a warning. Tasha will delete it, and then a few days later, she will post something else. It is relentless. Cardi is literally telling the judge that Tasha has engaged in a relentless course of conduct designed to target and harass her and her family through strategic provocation. Cardi B is officially fed up. She has requested that the judge impose strict legal sanctions against Tasha K for any future violations and to permanently block her from saying anything about Cardi's family, her ex-husband, or her current romantic partners on any platform whatsoever. Cardi wants her silenced permanently. And honestly, I don't blame her. If someone owed me $4 million and was still going on the internet running their mouth about my baby daddy getting shot and my new boyfriend's court cases, I would be calling my lawyers every single morning too. So let's zoom out and look at the entire board right now, because Cardi B's life is literally a war zone on 3 different fronts. Front number 1, she has a estranged husband, Offset. They are fighting behind the scenes. There are gag orders in place, and he literally just survived a shooting outside a casino in Florida. Front number 2, she has a new man, Stefon Diggs. He is dealing with the fallout of a brand new baby with another woman, and more importantly, he is facing serious felony strangulation charges against his personal chef. Front number 3, she has Tasha K, a woman who owes her millions of dollars, who is begging the internet for GoFundMe donations, and who refuses to stop violating federal NDAs to gossip about Cardi's messy love life. Cardi B is trying to release an album. She is trying to raise her kids, and she is trying to live her life. But everywhere she turns, there's a legal document, a court date, or a headline dragging her right back down into the mud. This isn't just messy anymore. It's a massive, tangled web of legal liabilities. But I want to pass the MIC over to you guys, because I know you have thoughts on this absolute circus. What do you feel about Stefon Diggs' felony assault charges? Do you think Cardi B is making a massive mistake by getting involved with him while his legal future is so uncertain? And what do you think about Tasha K? Do you think the judge is finally going to drop the hammer and sanction her for talking about Stefon and Offset? Or do you think Tasha is going to keep playing this cat and mouse game forever? And lastly, who is actually donating to a GoFundMe to pay off a millionaire's defamation lawsuit? Let me know every single thought you have in the comment below, because my mind is blown and I'm going to be reading all of your opinions. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends who love the tea, and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. This story is developing by the minute. The court dates are piling up, the lawsuits are flying, and I will be right here with another update as soon as the next bombshell drops. Stay safe out there, stay out of the drama, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.